Righto, this weekend's project, we're doing the next step of the D-Max build. I've enlisted the help of Bam Bam because it's going to be heavy once you put it all together, probably. We are doing a RSI Smartcap Canopy to go on the back of this thing, one of them tub top canopies. The one I got is the base model version, so it doesn't have the windows in the doors. It's just solid stainless steel, black powder coated, and I got the bin for each side. I got a half bin on one side, full bin on the other side, which is the two boxes down the bottom. And I did option it up with something from the higher model one. I got this other packet here that's got Molle panels. So when you open up the doors, there'll be a Molle panel inside each side door, which is in the higher model, but for an extra 250 bucks, you can get it for the base model. The first question people probably have is how much does all this cost? And they are quite pricey, to be honest. They are a premium built product built in South Africa, a bit like Cab and those sort of ones. So the base canopy itself, to suit a 2024 model D-Max dual cab, this is all XGST. 4,263 for the canopy itself. The half bin that goes on one side was 327. The full bin on the other side is 420. It's probably pretty reasonable for the size of them, how much work there is to make them. And to add the Molle panels on was 227 XGST. Everything all up, shipped up here to the dealer in Townsville, which is Forward Drive Central. 6,461 and 99 cents. So yeah, not exactly cheap, but if I was going to go a train canopy, you're looking at what, 15 or 20 grand. Oh, yeah. They are definitely getting up there. And the reason I didn't go that as well is because behind Bam over there pretty much is a canopy on the front of the toy hauler. So I thought it would look silly having canopy. It's like double denim or double merching or whatever else you get hung on you for doing. So I figured that would probably look a bit weird. So I've never had a tub canopy layout. I've seen mates with them. They do look pretty good, pretty functional. So yeah, we're gonna get this on, get it done, because I've got to fit it all out, inside, electrical, drawers, the whole shebang, because July we're doing Cape York again for 3 weeks. So yeah, let's crack into this. First step apparently is remove the tub liner. Push that in, yep. Can't find a definitive answer on whether it stays in or not. Most people seem to say take it out. I think that's because when you're bolting drawers in, you got to go through the plastic and through the metal floor. I think it's better to just go direct to the metal floor, so there's no sort of wiggle room, you can hard mount it. So yeah, first step, rip that out. Righto, time to suss out what the first step is. As far as instructions go, these are probably the best I've seen in years. It's just huge pictures. Everything is laid out real neat. Every step looks like it's covered. We'll soon find out. They also have an app version. You can just like scan a QR code, or there's a link. There's a link over there on the QR code. And yeah, you can do it on your phone as well, but to film easier, I've obviously done it as a printable one. Yeah, each step covers all the tools you need. I've got them all laid out here. So 10mm, 13mm, 10mm, 13mm, ratchet, half-inch drill. It asks for a torque wrench, scissors, super glue, utility knife. It says scissors. I'm using Black Panthers. They're 1,000 times better than scissors, but I'm not sure what we actually have to use them for, so we'll soon find out about that. 4mm Allen key. I think that's used to put the little smart bins in, but
and you do need a 12mm to pull the tub liner out if they're going to pull the tub liner.
Oh yeah, if you've got a tub liner, 12mm socket.
Yep.
And definitely probably a 2-person job.
Yep.
Yeah, they reckon it can be a 4-person job to actually put this thing in. So maybe 4 Metro weak people.
Yeah.
Mostly you. Yeah. with me guiding. Yeah. I'm not going to make it an instructional video. The instructions are clear as. If there's any little things that aren't in the instructions or any tricks, I'll include that. But yeah, this is probably going to be a fairly fast clip of just like push, push, beep, 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 done. Oh yeah, and then crack a beer and sign it off. One hot tip, literally hot tip, don't leave them in the sun.
Don't leave them in the sun.
I thought these little mounting blocks were in the fitment kit and I couldn't find them. It turns out they're already fitted in the front, and I'm guessing they're already fitted in the back. So you just pull them out, put it on, put them back in. Easy. Hopefully I don't mess this up. D-rubber has a little slot in the end there that goes into this retaining tab. Bit of super glue on each corner where it's got a turn a sharp radius. And the rest of it's the sticky back tape. Righto, the canopy's all assembled, ready to go. Still upside down. We enlisted some more help. Cody's here as well, because I think from the instructions, it's about 100 kilos. So hopefully 2 of us, one on either side, maybe one up in the tray, just because you got to get the D-rubber to sit on without messing it all up. So yeah, here goes nothing. Let's see how we go. Righto, that wasn't too bad. Got it on without too much drama. Now I've got to throw these little rubber pads on the inside of the tray so it doesn't mark that up. And secure it all down with these big alloy looking clamps that clamp up the inside and squash them together. So 6 of them to throw in apparently. Righto, canopy's on. Time to plug and play, hook in the tail light, apparently.
It's a big tail light.
I don't think it'll do it. You have to start the car.
Ah, there it is.
Boom.
I didn't press it.
Oh.
That works anyway.
It works?
Yeah.
Good to go.
Some good straps on that dog.
Yeah. Everything's premium, eh? Like, it's all pretty solid.
Can you try and reach it?
Hey? Nah, I can get it.
Get it.
I told you, I'm.
Look, you need like one of those like little step stools.
I look short on camera. You should see the video I'm about to pull up where I walk back against the can wall.
Yeah.
Because I'm like always filming up here, and I walk back against the can wall, and I look like a little kid at Dreamworld. I'm like, look at the size of this thing. It's fucking. Right, that's the basic canopy install done. Brake lights done. Now the extras, Molle panels and the side bins. Probably start with the side bins, I guess. We'll crack into that. These boxes definitely get a 10 out of 10 for packaging. It's like wooden corners, everything's strapped. One. It's really just a cardboard box with a wooden frame on the corners. That's a simple, genius way to do it.
Fixed. Oh!
They do look pretty cool, but you look inside of them, there's all the bloody Molle panel.
Oh, it's got Molle wrap.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice.
And I got extra ones for inside the doors too.
Yeah.
Because the next model up, the one with the glass windows on the sides, comes with that in the doors, but you can get it as an extra for 250 bucks.
Dude, I have a shitload of Molle bags at home.
There you go.
There's an Allen key in there for you too, Kenny.
Oh yes, that must be the 4 mil that it mentions in the instructions that I already got out over there.
Are these, oh, which side's that?
That is the driver's side.
Did you want to drop test it?
Yep, button head goes on the outside, so facing out to the door.
Yep.
Washer behind that, then through the 2 bits, and then load spread plate on the inside.
Okay.
And nut. Yep. Slotted, I think, yeah.
Hang on, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can let go.
Oh, I don't know, can you?
Have to locate.
Oh.
We've got to locate the bottom. That's it, all done. Big shout out to Cody and Bam. Couldn't have got it done without them. Got the half bin on the passenger side, comes with the standard Molle panel in the back, and then put the extra Molle panel on the door. And then the full bin on the driver's side, same thing. Big Molle panels in the back and the optional ones on the door. Next steps will be a set of drawers in the back, and then 2 roof racks, one for on top of the canopy that's going to hold the awning, and one for on top of the car that's going to hold probably solar panel and max tracks. They didn't have any of the roof racks in stock that RSI makes, so now I've got to find like front runner or Pioneer platform that's the right size. So I've got to take heat measurements to make sure that when I put the awning on, it's going to sit in the right position on the side of the car. So a little bit tricky. I've still got the King's 270 freestanding awning over there that I'm still running to review that. So that's going to be going on there first. I'm really liking the look of this thing, white car with all the black accessories. I reckon it's coming out pretty nicely. Anyway, here's some better shots of it. Tell me what you think down in the comments. Cheers.
Hey, all work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Hey, bad guy, Heath Ledger. ready for whatever. I'll be front and center. Don't fly too close to the sun, your body chopped up by propellers. Came in arrogant, but left out in a stretcher. The comparison, y'all know y'all couldn't replicate it. Chillin' in the desert, I'm good under pressure.
Stick around with me, hold it down, look at what we found.
This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
On the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's a crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we bout.
Stick around with me, hold it down, look at what we found.
Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
On the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's a crown on me, wear it proud. What they was talking about. All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Ay, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for whatever, I'll be front and center.